How to store Amarula, the liqueur made from the African Marula fruit. Does Amarula need to be refrigerated, or can it stay at room temperature? Can it be stored in the freezer? Below, we explain how to store Amarula liqueur to prevent it from spoiling too quickly. Tips for storing Amarula. Amarula is a creamy liqueur, similar to Baileys and Carolans. These types of liqueurs do not last as long as non-cream-based liqueurs, so extra care is needed. Shelf life. According to the Amarula brand, the liqueur has a shelf life of 2 years from the date of purchase. It can be stored at room temperature as long as it is unopened, in a cool, dark, and dry place. Avoid exposing it to sunlight or high temperatures, as this will accelerate oxidation. After 2 years. Passing the 2-year mark doesn't necessarily mean the Amarula is spoiled, but it may start losing its original quality and have a higher chance of spoiling. Depending on your location and storage conditions, it might last up to 3 years. After opening. Once opened, Amarula must be refrigerated. Leaving it at room temperature after opening will cause it to spoil more quickly. In the refrigerator, it will last for about 6 months after being opened. This is the time recommended by the brand, but it doesn't mean it's unsafe after 6 months, it just may lose its original flavor and texture. Always check for signs of spoilage before drinking. Can you freeze Amarula? While some people enjoy Amarula very cold, it's not ideal to store it in the freezer. Why freezing isn't recommended. Creamy liqueurs like Amarula tend to form ice crystals when frozen, as they freeze at around -7 degrees Celsius 19 degrees Fahrenheit. This can alter the texture, creating small ice chunks and making the liqueur less smooth. For this reason, the brand does not recommend freezing. Alternative. If you prefer your Amarula chilled, simply store it in the refrigerator and serve it over ice for the best consistency and flavor. How to tell if Amarula has spoiled. Always check the smell and appearance of the liqueur. Signs of spoilage. A sour or unpleasant odor. Lumps, clots, or separation of the cream. Loss of its natural creamy texture. Mold. This is very dangerous. Do not consume if mold is present. If you notice any of these signs, discard the liqueur immediately, as consuming spoiled Amarula can be harmful to your health. By following these tips, you can enjoy Amarula at its best quality for as long as possible.